Hi, St. Mark. It's Barbara Austin, and I'm joined here today with Rachel Watts.
Hi.
She came today to talk to us about family faith formation, some of her journey, and in particular, some of maybe the good things that came out of it, some of the struggles that came out of it. So,
absolutely.
Let's get started.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I think that my journey started, when you asked me to be a catechist, and I never thought of myself as being a catechist. Always left it to.
That was pre-COVID.
And pre-COVID, right? Pre-COVID, and never really felt that I was fully educated to be able to teach these children. But I had the tools that you provided to me, and we made our way through, and then.
But do you think that year was successful? What do you feel
Absolutely.
about the results?
I felt that I connected with the kids. My daughter was in the class with me, so that was interesting. But it was actually really good to connect with the kids, be able to take the materials that you had provided and break it down to something that I felt comfortable, like how I would explain it to them and try to pull out those main themes and things I wanted them to take away. And that's why when you change the curriculum, I love the new curriculum because the way it's packaged has been, it made it even easier. I actually struggled a little bit with the material of the previous one as a catechist, and this was, broke it down from like the opening prayer and the gospel and the stories of saint stories and then the activity that we would do.
So what would happen each weekend when you and your family came together for family faith formation? What did that look like in your house?
So in COVID time was actually really enjoyable. Day we would you had provided us a candle as part of our package to kick things off, and my daughter, she would remind us. We did it every same time every day, so that it became part of our our routine and Sunday ritual, mass, and then religious education. She sat down, would remind me if we ever get caught up, and it was great because she would listen. And I would do a lot of the reading, the opening, but she would be doing the activity. So she would be, the altar, building that. We both learned something together. The bingo, brought the whole family. Was it bingo or I forget? It was one of the games that was everyone together, brought the whole family in and sat around the dining room table, and it brought us all together, and it was a great journey for us because I was learning with her. I didn't try to make her feel like I knew it all, because I don't. And a lot of times I'd have to say, well, we'll have to ask Father Fopiano what this is, because I'm not exactly sure.
Right.
And that's okay, right?
Absolutely, so, that's okay.
So it was it's been good for our family.
So what do you think were some of the biggest changes so before you became a catechist, what were you doing?
Well, I won't deny that the drop and go, picking up my, my daughter from daycare, bringing her over here, and letting the religious educators teach her, and not really being fully vested in her journey. I would ask her when she would get in the car, and like, well, show me what you learned, and try to walk her through on the car ride home. But I wasn't. It wasn't until you asked me to be a catechist. It wasn't until COVID and really being at home with I really love the packets. I don't know. It was just the way they're all put together. It really sparked my journey and took me with her.
That's beautiful.
So that's what's changed for me. So I don't deny that that's what I used to be in the past, but I'm not now. And I know the struggles, right? Everybody thinks there's no time, but at some point you have to figure, this is the thing I look forward to the most. It's the most rewarding thing in my day of, being a catechist, and the days of, walking through the religious education with her. So,
do you think it's brought your family together?
Absolutely. We needed it even more in COVID because we couldn't be here and, as part of the St. Mark's, family.
Right.
So we were joined together even closer, that it was super important that we knew that God was, with us regardless of seeing him, in Mass.
Yeah.
So, or being part of that in Mass.
So is there anything you'd like to tell some of the families out there who may be skeptical of the family faith formation and how it's run?
No, I think that if you think it's a time commitment, it's really not. I feel like it actually got, number one, if I thought about the time, it's streamlined. I thought that it's it's not just the way you do the program of like bringing the parents together. We're working, sharing ideas across all the different age groups. So something I'm going through, somebody might go through a couple years sooner. So sharing in our faith, I don't know, I really liked it. It was a horrible answer other than saying I love how it's all put together, and being skeptical about having to spend some time. That's what we're, as parents, to try to be vested in our children's journey,
right.
Religious education. And I don't want them to go off and how can I sit at home and be like, we've got to go to church and you need to be part of the Catholic community. Well, if I'm not showing them I'm part of the Catholic community and how can I expect her to just be off on her own and doing it?
Right. So it's all of you on the same journey.
Yes. Yeah. A family journey on it.
Absolutely. So can I tell you what we're planning for this coming year?
Absolutely.
So last year we did everything on Zoom.
Right.
Because we had no other choice. Mm-hmm. So this year we're planning on having families come together in the auditorium where we're going to share a little meal.
Okay.
And then the kids will go downstairs to their grade level classes with catechists, and the parents will stay up in the auditorium, and then we'll have a video. We're looking at different videos than we used last year.
Okay.
Then we'll have different presenters for each month's topic.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So and then we'll have some roundtable discussions. Mm-hmm. And maybe some activities in there to help spruce it up a little. The second weekend that parents come, the kids will go again downstairs to their grade level catechists, where they will be getting their family life component.
Oh, okay.
So that will be the second weekend of the month. And the parents, on the second weekend of the month, we have different topics that we're going to all sit together and discuss as a group. And the first topic is social media and our kids.
That's a good one.
So how far do we let them go? Mm-hmm. How do we keep them safe? Yep. What are some issues that parents want to talk about specifically with that topic?
That's applicable across all ages.
That's
what I was saying. I think when something that my teenager's going through, I'm watching for my 12-year-old, who I'm sure folks that have younger children are like, oh. They hear the stories,
right.
They hear the potential advice or what others are doing. That's where I get a lot of great ideas, is from others coming together, right?
Yeah. And it helps us support each other because we're all on the same journey together.
Yeah, I like that, because family life is not, I know the family life has the structure and curriculum that we have to, as a catechist, we have to address, but I feel like it's a lot more than just that. So it's great to hear additional topics to be discussed.
Yeah. So we're really just trying to help support our parents and let them know they're not on this journey alone.
Yeah.
And once that you can go through family life, you can talk with the kids about that while we're upstairs talking to the parents about that.
Right.
And so when the family is getting ready to go home for the day, we have a mutual conversation. And I think that sounds like what happened with you when you were doing your faith formation at home.
Absolutely. And even I had told you, my daughter who just did confirmation. So, on the first day we were there as parents to listen to what, you had to say about the topic. And we left there and we drove to take out for dinner. Then we drove for ice cream because the topic and the discussion did not end after we left with you. So it's great.
And she was able to hear it from two different voices.
Absolutely.
So she got to hear the topic from me, but then she also got to hear it from you. And where do mom and dad stand on this?
Right.
And
Yeah.
that is so important for a child.
Yep, absolutely.
So
Looks forward to it.
Yeah, we're very excited. We're getting ready at the center and ordering materials, so
Okay.
we're gearing up for the new year.
Oh, look forward to it.
Thanks, and thank you for being a catechist again this
Yeah,
year.
my pleasure. I look forward to seeing them all in person.
It's going to be really exciting to have everybody on the campus again. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you guys have any questions, I hope that you know you can pick up the phone and call me or send me an email. And if you have anything else you want to talk about, I look forward to hearing from you.